we're now joined by 10th ranked welterweight. He got bumped up to number 10, Vicente Luque. Vicente, how's it going?
I'm good, man. All good. All great.
Let's start there. Your fight, big win over Randy Brown, another knockout. That's two straight wins, two straight knockouts. What's that? What was that win like for you? Did that go about as good as it could have?
Definitely, man. It definitely went as planned. I had a really good strategy going into this fight. I had studied Randy when we were supposed to fight the first time in the beginning of the year. So I had a lot of, I knew a lot of his game. So I kind of knew what I needed to do to get a good win. And I felt like I went in there, had a dominant win, was able to execute the game plan and get another finish, man. That's great always.
And now bumped up to number 10, top 10 welterweight. What was that like when you saw the news he got bumped up to number 10?
Man, I love that. I think I always thought that I did deserve to be in the top 10. I feel like I'm ready to face these guys. So right now, I'm just waiting for that name. I called out Nate Diaz. We'll see if he's going to respond or not, if that fight will happen or not. But anyways, I'm ready, to fight anybody in the top 15 right now. I'd love to fight, another big name, I think, would be Michael Chiesa. I believe he's number 8 right now. So it's a fight that makes sense. Number 10 against number 8. I think that would be great as well.
After the loss to Thompson, you had those two or the two straight wins. Now that you have the win, are you looking to fight a ranked guy?
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely looking for a ranked opponent. I feel like, after the loss, I took a step back. I understood that I had, to get back to the wins. So I had no problem taking fights against guys that were not in the top 15, even though I was ranked. I felt like, yeah, it's okay. I'm just going to keep on working my way up there. And now that I got 2 wins in a dominant way, in the 2 finishes, I feel like, okay, now I do deserve to face the top 15 again right now. I think it makes sense. And I believe the UFC also agrees. And I think, every time I step in there, it is a great fight. So I think the UFC started to see that, yeah, it makes sense to put me to fight against these guys because, win or lose, it's going to be a great fight no matter what.
Do you think he's gonna respond to you?
I don't know, man. Uh, I'm waiting. I'm seeing if he's gonna respond. The longer it takes, the harder I think it's gonna be. The harder I think if he will respond. But anyways, I just think that the biggest thing is I'm ready to fight a guy like that. I'm ready and up to whenever he wants to step in there and bring the fight to him. I'm not gonna be the guy, that is gonna play it safe. Just because I'm this kind of fighter, I love to face guys that want to fight, and I know Nate is a guy that wants to fight. So mostly, I think is I'm the kind of opponent that would fit the kind of fights he wants. That's why I think it was a fight to be that made sense to be made. But if he doesn't want to do it, well, I'm not gonna be waiting. I'm still gonna be looking for a fight and looking to put on a show.
How do you think a fight between you and Nate Diaz would play out?
I don't think it would be a quick one. He has a lot of he can take a lot of damage. He's a really good aggressive fighter. He has good cardio. So I think it would be definitely a fight of the night. Really aggressive. Most of it on the stand up, I believe, because he likes to fight in the stand up. I'm gonna look for that as well. And I see maybe a late knockout if we get a 5 rounder, which I think would make sense if we fight. I think maybe fourth round or fifth round knockout for me. I can see that happening.
If you don't get Diaz, like I know you mentioned Michael Chiesa, but I think a lot of people have also said a logical fight would be the winner of Neil Magny, Jeff Neal. Is that something you'd be interested in, or are you looking to fight ahead of you?
I'm definitely looking for the best fight. So if I can get one with Michael Chiesa that is ahead of me, that would be perfect. Uh, but not always things happen the way we plan. So I think Magny against Jeff Neal would also be a great opponent. I'm not the kind of guy to choose fights, but at this moment, I feel like I need to face one of these guys that have a big name right now that are in the top 15. So I'm not gonna be that picky, but I'm gonna pick inside the top 15 for sure.
Michael Chiesa is obviously a really good ground guy. Do you think that's the fight where you can show off your ground skills? Because that's something you don't show off a lot. You like to keep it standing, but you are a dangerous guy on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. I think, especially at this moment, I'm looking to go up the division. There are guys up there, really good wrestlers, really good grapplers. I need to face a guy like Chiesa. I think, to get to the next level, to showcase all the weapons I have, not only my striking game, but also my ground game, my wrestling game. Definitely, I think that would be a fight where I could showcase much more of my abilities and a great test for myself, to feel what's the level up there.
I think what surprised a lot of people is you've never headlined a show, which to me is crazy. Are you hoping your next fight is a main event?
Definitely, I want to fight 5 rounds. I feel like that just suits me really well. I'm an aggressive fighter. I fight at a high pace, and when I go 3 rounders, every single round is high pace. So I feel like I could go another 2 rounds. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So we'll see. I think now I got enough name. I got enough people watching me to make sense. To have me in a main event.
Say they don't offer you a main event, they offer you another 3 round fight, but it's on the Gilbert Burns Kamaru Usman card. Is that something you'd want to be on? Would you want to fight on that, or would you not want to do that? So then you can corner Gilbert.
I mean, I would love to, and if I'm fighting before him, most likely I will corner him anyways. So it would make sense to be in that card. It's gonna be a big card. It's gonna be a numbered event, a pay-per-view event. So definitely, I would love to be part of that. Be able to fight same night as Gilbert is always cool. We did that a couple of times. I think last time was in Uruguay. He fought before me, so he got to corner me after his fight. So definitely, I would love to do that.
When would you like to turn around? Because that fight you didn't take much damage, so I feel like you can make a pretty quick turnaround.
I'm looking for, late November, but mostly December. I think December would be the perfect date for me. And then I would fulfill my plan that is to have 3 fights in 2020. That's what I originally planned. I think it's totally possible. I feel good. I feel healthy. Just going to take a week or two of rest, get right back to training. And, I think December would be a great date.
Say the UFC goes, Vicente, we can offer you an unranked guy in November or a ranked guy in February. Would you sit out that long, or would you just get another one in and then try to make another quick turnaround?
Man, it all depends. If they bring me Nate, I might wait. Till next year, no problem. If he wants to do it January or February, I'll definitely wait for Nate. But we'll see. We gotta see what their plan is and how it works out.
Someone I wanted to touch on is on teammate of yours now is Derek Brunson. He obviously had a big win. What was that like seeing him get a win? Because he's 3-0 since joining you guys.
Yeah, man, it was awesome, man. It was such a dominant win, and a lot of people doubted him. I think that I get that the Chabazian is an up and coming kid. He's great. He's a great fighter. But man, you can never count out Derek. He's such a great fighter. Has beaten so many tough guys, and he's still evolving. He's every single time improving. Especially after he started working at Sanford with Henry. He has really been developing his game. So I think that what we saw Saturday is just the beginning, and Brunson's gonna do a good run for that title again.
Your last fight, you got another performance of the night bonus. Is that something you enjoy taking pride in? Because you're the guy that every single fight, people are like, "Oh, I can't wait to see you Vicente fight," because you're never in a boring one.
Yeah, man, that has always been something that I look forward to. Not so much. Obviously, the bonus money is great, and that's excellent. But the fact that I'm a fighter that brings bonuses means I'm a guy that people want to watch. I'm the kind of guy that is gonna put on exciting fights, be it fight of the night, or if I get a dominant win, it's still gonna be that kind of performance that deserves a bonus. So that's something that since the beginning of my career, before I got to the UFC, I used to watch the Cowboy. That always bring action. They're always getting bonuses, and I felt like that's the kind of fighter I want to be. And now to be able to have all these bonuses to put on these great fights, I feel like, yeah, I'm honoring that kid, that had a dream. I'm honoring him, and I'm following this dream, and making it turn into reality.
You obviously said your goal this year was to go 3-0 with 3 fights. What's your goal for 2021 then? Is it to be in a title fight by the end of next year?
I haven't planned for 2021 yet, just because 2020 hasn't finished. But I think it's possible. We got to see how everything's gonna go. Finishing this year with a dominant win at the end of the year, I think I'm gonna get close to the top five, and then I believe it's a few fights. Get the right fights, the right opponents, beat them, in dominant fashion, and I can get to that title. But for now, plans are still, focused on 2020. I gotta finish this year good. Otherwise, 2021 is not gonna happen. So, I wanna come to finish 2020 as planned, and then we'll see what goes on from here.
When are you gonna go back into training? Because I assume Gilbert's got to be fighting Kamaru pretty soon, so you're gonna be a big part of that training camp.
Yeah, right now I'm in Brazil, so I'm gonna rest for a while, and then we'll see when I get back there. Gilbert is already cleared about the COVID, so he's already getting back to training, getting into shape. But definitely, he has everybody that he needs over there to train. And if he gets in touch with me, he needs my help. I'll work a way to go there and help him. And we'll see. We'll see whenever I go there. Now, for now, focused on getting my rest and just getting my mind back to motivation to train, motivation to get into another camp.
With this fight, obviously Kamaru's a former teammate of yours. You've probably trained him a bunch. Is there a bit of hesitation? I know you and Gilbert are really good friends, but is there any hesitation to be involved in this fight whatsoever, just because you were friends with both of those guys?
I mean, it's different. It's definitely something that I'm not used to. But at the same time, I let Kamaru know that I was going to help Gilbert for that one. I sent him a message. We talked, we got in good terms, especially because I don't believe this is going to finish any kind of relationship I have with Kamaru. I let him know that no matter what happens, win or lose, I'm still going to be there for him to help him out with training camps and whatever he needs. But for this fight, I was going to be with Gilbert because and Kamaru knows that me and Gil, we're brothers. We're more than just friends. I mean, our families are always, in touch. We're always helping each other. He comes to Brasilia, my hometown in Brazil, and trains in my gym over there and stays at my home. When I go to Florida, I stay in his house a lot. So it's different. We're kind of more than friends. We're really brothers. So there's no way I cannot help him from that fight. And that's what I let Kamaru know, and Kamaru definitely understood. And I don't think, and same thing, I don't think between Kamaru and Gilbert is gonna be a bad situation afterwards. For now, it is definitely weird. It's awkward till the fight goes. It will be different than what we're used to. But after everything is said and done, everybody is gonna be friends again, and all is gonna be good.
With Gilbert, is that about the only guy you wouldn't fight at welterweight? Him and Usman, or those guys, or down the line? Do you think if it's for a belt, you'd fight either one of them?
I mean, for a belt, I would fight Kamaru. We've talked about it already, and that was something that we always joked around, especially because we were at the same time at the Ultimate Fighter, so we knew that at some point we might face each other, and we're professional about it, so there was no problem in that. But me and Gilbert, there's no way. We're just too close. Uh, there's no way we could fight, and we always talk. I mean, Gilbert always says whoever has the title will drop whatever, drop weight or go up weight, go for another title, and leave that spot open for me or for him, whoever gets it first. And we're fine with that. We don't want to face each other, but we're not gonna kind of like not give the opportunity for one of us to get that title. So we'll work it out in a way that we don't fight.
And just last thing, I think something that would be really cool for you is down the line, maybe even next year. Is that Stephen Thompson rematch something you want, but make it 5 rounds?
For sure, man. That's a rematch I most want in my life ever. Especially because the way he beat me in my strongest weapon, which is striking. And I learned so much from that. You know, I feel like my game has evolved after getting a loss to him. So I want to, the rematch would be a lot of things. Not only I want to get that win, you know, against him, but I also want to see my skills, see where I was able to develop my skills and how I'm going to face against the same guy that beat me on the striking, you know. So definitely I would love that rematch. And I think it's something that might happen because I'm, again, climbing up the rankings. He's over there looking for big fights. So eventually I'm going to be the big name. I think he would be willing to face me again.
All right, well, Vicente, thank you so much for doing this again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.